transponder on the basic plan.
Yeah, that's
so.
No, so yeah, since I last spoke with you, I had a couple of I don't know, catch up. I don't know what you call it, with you, and a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you, and I unfortunately I made a note of what I wanted to ask you, so I don't waste so time doesn't go.
You're good. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So time doesn't go to waste. No, it's just I've seen in this last video that you made, the previous video, you mentioned about Dan Henry was one of your mentors, and when I heard the word Dan Henry, I almost immediately paused your video, and I watched a couple of his videos, a lot of, probably 10 of his videos.
Yeah, he's him and Russell Brunson. There's a handful of guys. Everyone has different mentors.
Yes.
But he was one of mine, and he still is. I'm on his coaching calls every week. But he's really good. His YouTube channel. He kind of talks about he has a good YouTube channel. It's for sure growing, but it's fairly new. He never really had a YouTube channel, because he's just always on Facebook. All of his content really,
yes.
If anything, maybe follow his Facebook business page, because that's where he puts a lot of his content. And as you follow his business page, you'll start to see his ads on Facebook. And so that's a good way to see what he does. He sells high ticket, so he sells coaching. He sells coaching just like I do. I mean, I learned it from him, really.
Yes.
But his coaching, it used to be $5,000, but now it's like, I think now it's either $10,000 or $15,000.
Yeah, one of the videos I saw today was where it just said where he doubled his prices, and that's basically what he did. And I've a couple of I think, let me just go from one of the questions I had is I've been cracking on with videos but one of the things I wanted to ask you is I'm spending a lot of time learning about videography, how trying to make the videos interesting. And to make, because it's about the YouTube, about the algorithm, and just to get people to watch more of the videos, because I like making the videos as well. But
yes.
But at the end of the day, it's about conversions, and my idea is I would rather be teaching people learning people what I've learned, rather than driving hundreds of miles, hundreds of kilometers, to a property, and then it takes 2 years for a result, if at any. And this, there's so many regulations coming since from June 2022. There's lots of legal requirements changing in the laws here in South Africa that would make it can be more expensive to be a realtor. And I think it's just
really,
it's it's there's tens of thousands of people of realtors, just like in San Diego where you are. There's so I thought why instead of competing between the bunch, why not teach them to teach people to do that? So I'm not competing in their their space, and I'm not vulnerable to property, to interest rates, buying, selling in the market, and all the kind of things. It's just I've got something that everybody wants, and even if it's a small business, your guy around the corner, you talk about the chiropractor or a dentist or whatever. It's that. So I was thinking of, to get going, because I'm one of my idea that I've got is to have a video, is a coaching, it's a coaching, to teach people the Kartra is a fundamental part of the whole thing, because Kartra and running video ads, and then so I was thinking of have one price. Say for example, I just use $1,000 or whatever, $500, whatever, and then I teach a person how to make Facebook ads and how to use Kartra, but they must sign up to Kartra. They can't do the coaching without Kartra. And then you've got the option B. What's option A is $500. I lead Kartra and Facebook ads. Option B is $1,500. I teach you about YouTube. $2,000. I teach you about cameras and videography and all that. That's the kind of thing that I've got in mind. But now my question is,
and for realtors, right? So the niche is realtors.
Is realtors, right? Yes.
Okay,
the niche is realtors. But now my question is about, I would like to get people into Kartra, and I was wondering, what would you think if I just teach people how to use Kartra, and they sign up to Kartra, and I earn an income from that, from their affiliate. It's like I've signed up through you, and you're earning an income through my subscription. So instead of just to get going, just to get 3 or 4 or 5 clients, people, to get so that basically their Kartra subscription pays for the time that I spend with them.
Yes.
That's what it all boils down to. I've got a couple of people that I can call them today or tomorrow. I can make appointments with them, and I've spoken to them and I've told them about Kartra. So my idea is, my thought is, I can go to these people and say to them and show them Kartra, how to use Kartra, and then they sign up to the link for them, and I'll show them how to run ads on Facebook and to use Kartra. And then I earn their commission, the affiliate commission from their Kartra.
Yes.
Would that be a reasonable thing to do? What would you think?
1,000%. That's exactly 1,000% exactly what I do. That's my business.
Because I'm currently, you've spoken in your last video. I don't have a client yet. I'm thinking if I don't have a paying client yet. It's just a mindset thing that I have to just have one person, 1 or 2 people pay me for this. Get some sort of a income from doing this. Then it will be. I don't think I don't lack confidence. It's just I have no structure, and I think that's probably what you pay Dan Henry for is to have a structure. Say, like I think your structure was 10 calls or 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have that structure yet. That's I think that's once I have a structure, I might be better off doing this because I've got I'm listening to what this Dan Henry says. You must, if you speak to the people, you have to be very enthusiastic, like they're the only guy, like they're the only person on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what is your okay, then there's another thing I wanted to ask you about is and that is your churn rate with Kartra. So you've got people that sign up, that you do the coaching for, and I guess every single one of them sign up with Kartra. How many of the people stop with Kartra? What is the churn rate? Do they stop?
Yeah, they definitely stop, but it wouldn't be like the fact that it's your clients that are stopping. It's just everyone in general stops. Like, we all pause a subscription, we all cancel a subscription, some keep it for longer, some don't. If I looked at my numbers, I could probably give you the exact churn rate, like the exact, but I don't know. And
no, don't worry. That's okay. That's okay. I just want to say, for example, 30% of the people that initially sign up, they cancel. It's just interesting for me. It's interesting to know.
Yeah. I don't know. I can definitely look and look at the exact numbers, but one thing I don't do is I don't care. Like, I don't pay attention to it. It's not something that I even try to manage. Actually, I do manage it. Let me take that back. I do try to manage it, and the way I try to manage it is with calls like this, with training videos on YouTube, with email. Like, for example, every time I get a new affiliate, I put them in my sequence, and I already have a bunch of training videos that are going out to them every couple of days. So that's as much as you can do. Like, you can't really do much, because even if it's your client, it's still someone that you don't really control. Like, yes. It's not like it's your wife where you can tell her and make her stay on. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You can't. So people are gonna kind of do what they want. Now the reason why I support everyone that comes on with me is so we can all have a better chance of them staying longer, right? That's the only reason why you would bring value and spend the time with them and train them and give them funnels, right? Is so they can stay a little longer and they can succeed. But the fact is that a good percentage are not going to succeed, and that's just how it is with anything. It could be ClickFunnels, it could be Dan Henry. How many people? I don't know the exact number, but my point is that it happens with everything. Exactly. Even with Dan Henry, people investing $5,000. Now he probably tripled it. Now it's probably a $15,000 investment. There's a good percentage of those people that don't follow through with that either. Like, that's just how it is. So that's not really something you want to micromanage. All you can do is support and provide training and provide value and let them know that, hey, you're there for them, just like I'm there with you. Like, right? Yes. You can always schedule a call with me and we can always jump on. That alone would make someone stay a little longer.
Yeah, that's
so I don't really look at the numbers on, and so when I do look at, and I do look at my numbers every day. I do look at it every day. I do look at what the commission is at. I do look at if any new accounts came on, because you have the ability to look at all that in your back office.
Yes.
And the moment someone cancels, I have set up a tag. So I just tag them, and based on that tag, an email will be sent out. Like right now, like from the 15th, let me share my screen real quick. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So we still are in the pay period, right? The pay period ends on the 15th. So I'm already at 674, on the commission. That will probably most likely quadruple, no, not quadruple, because my commission's like maybe around 2000 USD a month, which is not even a lot, but it is, right? Like 2000
That's
USD.
good money.
What could that do for your family, you know? So it's not 20,000, it's not 10,000, but I'm very humble. It's like I'm thankful for 1,000. If I had an extra $1,000 USD coming in a month, I'm grateful for that. Even at 674, I'm grateful for that. So when I see an account cancel, I have a tag set up. Let me show you. I just have simple tag. Actually, it's under this one, my communications. So I have a simple tag that is just canceled Kartra, and that's the tag. It's right here, canceled Kartra. So in the last couple, I don't know, last couple months, 9 of them, have canceled.
Yes.
So the moment I see that cancel, like I'll see it right over here. The moment I see that cancel, I'll find that name because they're on my list, right? Because the moment they activate, I put them on a list. The moment they activate, they're connected to a sequence. And so the moment they cancel, I'll come over here and I'll find their name, and then I'll pull up their name. And the way I do it is I can search it with email. So I go communications, and then all I do is I search it, and then I pull up that name. So there's Gordon. I pull up that name and I simply tag him.
Okay.
And based on that tag, the sequence is reading that tag, right? So right here, sequence, I have canceled Kartra sequence. So in this email, it's just one email. It's just one email that goes out, and it's a simple email. But this email is just saying, hey, Gordon, what happened? I noticed you just canceled your Kartra. Is there anything I can do for you? Right? So it's that type of an email.
That's also on a sequence.
And that's on a sequence. So all I got to do is go into their name and tag them, and that email, will trigger right away. And the title, what happened? And they see that right away. I just noticed you canceled your Kartra account. What happened? I've been using Kartra and Kartra only since 2018. Without it, so I'm going into a little bit, I'm willing to give you all my time for free to help you succeed. Let's chat ASAP. Click here to schedule your best time.
Yes.
So now I'm trying to get them, I'm trying to support them and re-motivate them to get them to schedule a call so we can jump on and I can maybe convince you to reactivate your account, which I do a lot. That happens often. I get someone to reactivate. And so other than that, like that's really the cancel email, the support emails that go out, that's really all you can do. But that's been my model. That's been my model where I have real estate clients. I simply teach them Facebook ads, and with Facebook ads, I also let them know. I tell them Kartra is not the only option. I explain the other options. I say, hey, you can go get Calendly, you can go get MailChimp, you can go get ClickFunnels, you can go get all these different softwares. But what we're gonna need is something, because when we run ads and they click, that person has to enter their name and email somewhere. Yes. That's a landing page. So I justify why Kartra makes sense for the price, because with a realtor, you need landing pages, you need an email autoresponder, and you need a calendar. And so with all that, that's why they're like, man, David, okay, cool. Let's activate a 14-day trial.
I've seen but thank you for you. I've seen you utilize Kartra very, very extremely well. It's it's one of the maybe one of the other options that I was just basically thinking out loud. It's just exchanging ideas. I mean, because you work with it.
Yes.
Very few people, if any, are interested in this kind of thing. I mean, people that I speak, I've mentioned it to others, people, and they don't ask about it. They've no zero interest in learning about Kartra. Only, but actually, what I want to do.
So
I think
what I do, what you, I'm so sorry to cut you
go
off.
go
I
ahead.
think I know what you were saying. Where I think you may be having a little difficulty is maybe from the very beginning, you're trying to already convince them that Kartra is the one,
Yes, I think
right?
so.
From the very beginning. So you're trying to sell them, you're trying to convince them. I'm trying to convince you that this is the best from the very beginning. I don't do that. I let them know. I say, hey, here's what we have to do. When people see the Facebook ad, it could be an Instagram ad, it could be a LinkedIn ad, anything. And I don't always just refer to Facebook. I just speak in general. And I say, when you look at any of these ads and you click on it, that person is taking you to a landing page. So when it comes to landing pages, I'll tell the client, there's many different softwares out there. You can choose this one, you can choose that one, you can do all this. And then I explain, okay, and then I simply tell them, I show them the flow. So for a real estate agent, for example, let's say, for example, I'm talking to an agent and I'm saying, okay, you have a house for sale and we're running an ad.
Yeah.
We click, and the person, when they click, they must come to something like this. Now, every realtor has a fancy website, but the website is not a lead capture page, and they know that, because if they were capturing a bunch of leads, they'd be happy with it. But every realtor, they know their website that they get from Keller Williams or from Coldwell or from Realty One, that website is not a lead capture website. So when I show them this, I say, hey, you have a website. This is a web page. It's one single page with one single button. So this is what's required. And I'm not even talking about Kartra yet. So I'm just saying, I'm showing them exactly how the flow works. So
Yes.
we just saw the listing, we just saw the ad. That person clicks, they come to a landing page like this.
Yes.
Most landing page softwares, this is what I'm telling them. Most landing page softwares run about $100 a month. So as 100 USD, most of them run about $99, $97. ClickFunnels, $97 a month. Most of them are about $100 USD a month. This is what I'm telling the client. And I say, okay, that's what you're going to have to budget. So just keep that in mind. Now, let me show you the flow. Let me show you exactly how this works for your business. This is a simple web page for a listing, right? So you're a real estate agent, you're promoting a listing, or you're promoting an open house, right? It could be an open house that you're promoting. Okay, great. They click, they come straight to this one page. So now I have them on screen shared. Now they're seen. And I tell them, I say, John, this is the web page. This is what, most people pay $100 a month just for this. Now here's what happens next. As they click and they enter their name and email, they come to a second page. They opt in, you just captured a lead. Now, John, they come to a second page. On this second page, what I'm going to coach you on is what to say in this simple 1-minute video. Now, on this 1-minute video, here's what you're going to say. You're going to say, thank you for inquiring on the open house or the listing. You're going to introduce yourself. You're going to let them know that you just sent them an email, and now we're talking email automation. So I'm saying, John, the moment that lead comes in, an email needs to trigger right away. So now, John, we're looking at tool requirement. We're looking at the required number 2 tool, and that's an email autoresponder. So now we're talking email automation. So I say, John, most of these email autoresponders out there run about 50, 60, 70 bucks a month. You can get a MailChimp started for free, but you're going to eventually have to pay for it. So a lot of people will have one software for landing pages, a second software for an email autoresponder.
Yes.
Now, here's what we're saying in the video, John. You're thanking them, you're introducing yourself, you're letting them know that an email just went out to them with all the details regarding the listing, and you're going to also say in the video to schedule a call.
I've got a question to you regarding, it's just regarding the videos. With all your clients, all your coaching clients, how enthusiastic are they going with video? Do they do video? Do they just do 1 or 2 and then they just don't go on with it? What happens?
Yes. I'll answer that right now in 5 seconds. Let me finish up this last part, because this is going to justify how I pitch Kartra. The landing page, now we're at the email automation. Now, John, when they click, a calendar must pop up. So this is where you're going for the list and appointment. That's the third software. So now, John, we're looking at one landing page software, one email automation software, and one software for your calendar. The reason why I use Kartra is because all three is in one. That's it. That alone, Grove, is why they look at those three steps and they're like, damn, okay, $99 a month USD for those three, I'll go with Kartra. And David, you're going to help me. And David, you have all these funnels already done for me. I'm in.
Now, what?
That's how it works. That's how it works.
That's
right?
So that's one about, but continue about videos. And thank you for this, because I have a couple of people that I wanted to make appointments with, but I first, I just wanted to first have our appointment before I speak to. So the people that I've got at the moment, one person, he owns he's got a stationery and kids books and magazines shop. It's a very, very nice shop. And then there's a person, is one is a solar panels and solar installation, and one is general electrical work, electrical maintenance. So I've got these three guys. It's all basically people I sort of know personally. I mean, it's not friends, but I know them. They know who I am, and I know who they are. So I have spoken to them. And there are people. One of them contacted me and said, they've seen my videos. They follow my videos on Facebook. They want to learn what I do, and this is how one of them came to me.
Okay.
So and this just out of curiosity, the people that you coach, do they start with video, and do they go big with it? Do they continue with it?
Most of them don't. Most of them do not. They do start for sure. And and this is something I tell clients every single one of them. I let them know. I say, hey, what I'm here to do is teach you all the technical side of Facebook ads. I'm here to teach you what to click on, how to run the ad, how to put together these pages, how to put together the email. I'm going to show you the technical side of how to do this, right? So you don't have to hire someone, you don't have to hire a marketing team. You'll know how to run these ads yourself. But one thing that I'm going to tell you right now, and this is something I'll be telling a client. I'll say one thing that I'm going to tell you up front right now is that based on my experience working with hundreds of real estate agents, the number one reason why 99% of them do not succeed with all this is because 99% of them will not stay consistent. And that's the content. So you're going to know how to run the ad when we're done. You're going to know the strategy. You're going to know exactly how to do it all. But one thing that you're 99%, one thing is they do not stay consistent with the content. So whether that's an image or a video, it doesn't matter. And speaking of video, most fear the camera. Now I try to get them out of it. I try to really break them out of that, which I do a good job breaking them out of it. I have so many clients that do videos, but in the beginning, not at all. Like not at all. Like they're all camera shy. A lot of them, but not all of them. I have many that are just willing to do anything. But again, what I've experienced is they lack the consistency of continually putting out that content or even running the ad. They'll run an ad here and there, and then pause.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, with making the videos is, I say, I mention what as you said, who I am, what I'm doing. Check your email for a video. There's this sequence. I tell people that, but then there's the uncertainty that I'm that I'm sitting with. If I say too many things on the video, people might get bored and they click away. And it's all, so you know what I would like, or what I would have loved to speak with people, or people that make videos, do the same sort of things, and just exchange ideas, because to me it feels like I'm doing everything. I have to learn absolutely everything from scratch. There's very few people, if any, have any interest in it. So I'm currently learning about different camera moves and video editing, and that's another thing that I'm wondering. I would rather spend time helping other people to find clients, through the Cartra and the coaching, than going and to learn how to make the perfect video. It's just like, where would be the best value? Yeah, but that's not a question that you can. I mean, it's probably every individual.
No, it is, because I've experienced speaking to thousands of agents already. I've spoken to thousands of agents. Me personally, I wouldn't teach them all the video stuff, because all that video stuff, it's not necessary. Your cell phone, your iPhone is all you need.
Yes.
I don't need the fancy lighting. I don't need the green screen. We don't need none of that. Like, none of that. All your videos are amazing on your iPhone. That's it. So yeah, you can, I guess there's a bunch of, I guess you can teach someone what setting to put it on, but it's just pull out your damn phone. That's it. Do a selfie video. And to tell you the truth, the more fancy the video is, the less engagement it gets. Yeah, so you don't need fancy video at all. At all.
Just want to show you something on the, if you're looking on if you can see on my camera, I don't know, where's my camera? If you want to, this is a microphone. It is, I bought it on Amazon US. I had imported from South Africa.
Can you share your screen and go to Amazon? Which one is that? I'd love to get it.
Yes, let me just go. I'll share my screen.
But what I'm also trying to say is that I've played around and I've experienced and I've tested different services for realtors, specifically. And it came down to the basics. It came down to teaching them how to run an ad, and after the person clicks on the ad, teaching them how to put together a landing page. That's it. So if you specialize or have a passion in video, then I don't know if realtors are really the best niche for it. Just based on experience. Like, if I was prospecting and messaging and trying to get appointments to teach agents how to do videos, I don't think I'd be successful at all. Like, at all. If that was my service, if that was my actual product, that's not what a realtor is gonna. Yeah, Grove, I'd love to learn how to do videos. I don't think that's something that's gonna be profitable. That's just me personally. You might have a completely different, spin to it, but.
No, my I think broadly is, I would, and you've said it before, and this Dan Henry video, it is getting results, is to, because how I've approached it in the past, or asked people is, I'll ask them, what is the most important thing when you've got a business? You've got to have paying clients. You have to have a paying people that pay. If you don't have people that pay you, you don't have a business. You have nothing. And how do you start when you've got nothing? When you have zero clients and you have zero money. Then you have and I say, so one of the things one of the systems I use is to build a list and to expand a list.
Yes.
And that is what I'm asking. So if you've got a list, you may be a business that's in in business for 30 years, but some of your clients die, some of them move away, and you need a new stream of clients. And where do you get them? You have to advertise. People have to know about you, and if you've got and preferably if you have a list of people that can follow you, or that you can send offers to. And so I think hopefully that is a simple way for people to understand. But yeah, I just want to quickly show you. This is the. Can you see my screen? So
yes,
the reason why.
Is that the best one?
Well, it's sufficient. It doesn't have the greatest sound, but what I like about it, there's zero setup. You plug this into your phone, you press a button, you're up and running in 10 seconds, or between 10 and 15 seconds, where previously I've got a cable, I have to unwind the cable, you have to position the whole thing. I'll cut my phone here, I plug it into my phone, there's it on my phone, it just dropped. Plug it into my phone, press a button here, I put it and I speak, and that's it. That's why that is the convenience, and the sound is it's, if you listen on a phone, the sound is good, but when you listen with a headset, it sounds it's got a bit of a tinny like sound. But
so what's a better one than this one? What's the next one up? Is there one for like maybe? Because over here USD, I see it at $46 USD. So is there one that's above that? Like what's above this one for like maybe $100 USD? There are some. There is a Rode, RODE. That's it's about $200. Oh, that much for the same exact one?
For something similar.
Yeah, but that'd be Rode is really good, right?
Rode is really good. Yeah, I just wanted to show you in case, because if you speak to your clients, and you can advise. I would say for a beginner, this is good. You can buy it on AliExpress. They've got it for even cheaper. You could get it for like $12 on AliExpress.
How long is the shipping?
Free shipping is 40 days. You have to wait about 40 days, and then shipping is free. So what I think this is drop shipping. They probably buy it wherever in China and just resell it. But I thought I paid the $40, the $45 for it. I'm happy with it, and I've spent hundreds of dollars on microphones and getting different microphones, and this is just the most convenient one I've ever had, and convenience, in ease of use. It's the end of the day. That's why people would not want to use microphones, because it's a lot of hassle to plug it in, and this is But this is just, I thought this is just something that I wanted to show you if you ever want something like this for yourself, because this goes absolutely everywhere with me. It's like my cell phone. I never leave home without this microphone. And the nice thing is, it works it's easily 10 meters. So how much is 15, 10, 30, 40 feet. It works up to at least about 40 feet from receiver. So, but the quality is not the best. Right? It's not. It's not the best. No, it's the like the Smart Lav, Rode Smart Lav. This would get about a 6 or a 7 out of 10, and it's got background sound suppression, active noise cancelling. I'll send you just maybe there are YouTube videos where you can hear the sound quality of it, but I'm happy with it. It's sufficient for a beginner. It's sufficient. It's not the best. It's it's sufficient. It does what it says it's supposed to do. That's basically it.
I love it, man. Yeah, I want to definitely get that. Definitely get that. I don't do a ton of videos on my cell phone. But I should be. I should be doing a lot more videos too on my phone.
You know what I wanted to ask you is, since you speak, is about when I do Facebook ads, I see that I get better results. I'll show you this. I've got when one of my ads have generated that people respond very well to this. Where is it? Just want to scroll down a bit more. I just want to, what's this, pick your brain, or what's the word? It's just to,
yeah.
So this particular photo or this thing, people seem to click for. I don't know why. They just click on this. They click on this, and I get a very good response on Kartra. Let me just get my Kartra. It's on a different screen. Just change my Kartra screen. Yeah, I just want to see, because I want to. I'm not sure. Is it something to do? Is it the thumbnail? What is it that what makes people click on one ad versus another? It's the mind boggles, or whatever you call it. I'm struggling to try to comprehend why people would click on one ad and they won't click on and not on another. Okay. You see, I've posted. This is my Kartra. Let's go to the main screen. So I've only had. This is not too bad for me, this is a reason. It's not ideal, but when I, for example, today I posted this ad, this one, and I don't get any leads. I get 1 or 2 leads per day, but when I post this one, I get 20 or 25 per day. I just wonder, is it because I've got a video that's already playing? There's no mystery in there's no mystery in the, because I already got a video. People already see everything they want, and why would they click on a link? I'm thinking aloud.
Yeah, and so now you're to the point where the next thing that you want to be learning, and this is where I'm at as well in my career, where I'm learning, what motivates someone to click, what's going to entice people, what's going to get them to click more. And now that comes down to ad copy. That comes down to how you're writing the text. The thumbnail, that has to do with it as well. The video, it could be the full video and it gives the person all the information, but really it's what's written. The written word is the most powerful. It's ad copy.
Also, what I want to
the text.
What I wanted to ask you is, you probably may have heard about artificial AI writing tools, and I just wonder what do you think about it? Have you considered using AI writing tools in the past?
I haven't looked into it at all. I don't even know what it is. So that could be, yeah, that could be something you look into for sure. But just knowing just basic ad copy is super important. Like that's where I believe every marketer, that's what they focus on, is ad copy, is trying to get better at the written word. And that applies to your post, the text in the post, and that applies to emails. What can I write? Headline, subject. What can make that person click more? It's the written word. So whether you're doing that artificially or whatever, I mean, that's the most important, is the written, is the copy. So something AI, yeah, I'm sure something like this could be amazing. Just to yeah, see, this could be super amazing. I never even heard of this. Artificial intelligence makes it fast and easy to create content for your blog. Yeah, this could be amazing. Jasper AI. Yeah, I never even heard of that. Let me
it's
let me pull
something.
it up as well.
It's like something like $70 or so for it, and it'll write titles for your videos, and it'll check it, and you can give it, say for example, you can give it something that's already been written, and you upload it or give it to the AI, and it will rewrite it, and it will check it for original. You know, there's not plagiarism.
Plagiarism, yeah.
So it will check for plagiarism.
Yeah, I really like that. That's amazing. I'll look into that for sure. Now, having something like this is super powerful. This could be super powerful. But I truly believe you should start from scratch as well. This too, I'm gonna look into this. This is pretty exciting, to tell you the truth. But what I'm saying is also understand the basics. And one book that I'm reading right now, I haven't even read all of it yet, is Copywriting Secrets. And it's a Russell Brunson, it's a ClickFunnels. It's not Russell Brunson him, but it's his partner. Go to Google real quick and just do a search. I'll show you what book it. I wonder. I think I told you about this book before, but no. Just go to Google. Go to Google and just search Copywriting Secrets. So just go to Google. Yeah, it's not Russell Brunson, but it should pop up.
Okay.
It's Jim Edwards. Yeah, that book right there. If you go to copywritingsecrets.com, it's a free book, but you pay, I think it's like probably, I don't know what the shipping is to your place, but it might be like $10 USD or maybe $14 USD. So the book is free, you're just paying for the shipping, and it's a hard copy book. That book I highly recommend you get. Okay. Don't buy anything else. No artificial stuff until you read that book first. That book will completely change your business.
It's like I feel about Kartra. It's completely changed. Yeah, I feel it's still
that book. And I want you to read that book, man. I want you to really read that book. And don't get it from Amazon or anything like that. Go straight to copywritingsecrets.com and you'll be able to get it free plus shipping. Yeah, don't get it from any of these websites. Just go straight to his website.
Okay, I'll definitely have a look. Get it from his website. Thank you.
Let's see what it is for international. Go to copywritingsecrets.com. Just go to copywritingsecrets.com and see what it is.
Right.
Copywritingsecrets.com.
Spelling my C. My older brother, he escaped with his family to Atlanta, to a town called Dakula, or northwest of Atlanta, and he just said to me, so he said he thought it's very funny when he speaks to people, and he said if he's got to say data, they don't. If he says data, they don't understand him, and there's certain words that he says you gotta say, "Hey, buddy," and otherwise people don't understand.
Wow, that's funny.
He thought it. He thought so it's quite funny.
Get this book, and right there. So yeah, Copywriting Secrets. So it's US, it's $7.95, and then yeah, I think for you it's like $14.95. I highly recommend this book, man. I really believe this book will change everything for your content. I truly believe that. I'm reading it right now, and I'm just in the first chapter, and it's already mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. This is the copywriting king. This guy right here writes good stuff, and he's Russell Brunson's partner. He's a ClickFunnels business partner.
Okay.
So, this guy is amazing. So bookmark that, get that later whenever you can, and I truly believe your next coin should go straight into getting that book.
No, thank you. I'm gonna order this book. Get this book. So
yeah,
get it done. Yeah, it's as I said, one of the things is when people you don't have when we don't have an alternative. There's no. I think it's also what Dan Henry said. There's no safety net. I just want to get a location independent income going. Mm-hmm. That's mm-hmm. one of the because it's if you're a realtor, as you know, you're bound to a certain territory. There's economic up and downturns and all sorts of lots of different factors that you have to contend with.
Yes. See, once you really find out. See, what I learned from Dan Henry's his whole coaching program is just turning your products and services into a course. That's really what it's all about is turning it into an actual course, and then turning it into high ticket selling. Learning how to now take it from just selling a course to getting them to schedule a call with you, where you're now selling them your higher service for 5,000, 10,000, or even 15,000. That's what he teaches. So I spent 5,000 USD on all that, and that was his program back then. 5,000, but now it's, I think it's like double.
Yeah, no, I would like to give people results, because that is the end of the day. It's what's count. It's like I previously, before I met you, I was on a sort of a coaching Facebook, but I didn't get any results. There was I didn't learn anything that I couldn't learn myself from a Udemy or a YouTube video. And your Kartra is the thing that gives results. So I would like to help other people to get results. At the end of the day, that is all that counts. It's not. Mm-hmm. It's just getting results. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it, man. That's it. So, what I would do, in your case, trying to figure out, what you want to provide to the marketplace, is really just it comes down to what I truly believe, and this goes back to you mentioning your videos, and some videos are long, and who would want to watch that? All that stuff, man. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter, because you're going to find your niche. Like you're gonna find the people that want to watch the whole video. You're gonna find the ones that want your service. Like you're gonna find there's billions of people, man. Like billions of people. Like you found me on YouTube. You're in another country, right? Like, and yeah. I'm not even the best at all, like at all. Like, but because I was teaching one specific thing that I was happy with and excited about, and I continue to try to get better at, whether it's Facebook ads or Kartra, it's just this one thing. That's what attracted growth.
Yeah.
So in your case, don't think you have to learn a bunch of new things find out what you're already good at. You know, if
Yeah.
it's video, then go all in and teach people video. You know, if it's YouTube, go all in and teach people YouTube. The fact that you're almost at 1,000 subscribers with YouTube, that's a product right there that you can offer the marketplace. Teaching people how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yep.
Because it's something that you've already done, right? And that's what you want to kind of build something around. Because if it's not something around something you love and already good at, you're gonna get burned out, and you're not gonna enjoy it. You know,
Yep.
And so you want to narrow it down. Don't think you have to offer a bunch of services. Offer just one. To tell you the truth, like you don't need to offer a bunch of them. Like one product, one price for this, one price for that. One, like it's like you would think a menu is good, but a menu is not good. It's not good. It's have one product on your menu.
Yeah, one thing
and service that client.
I started reading and then I didn't finish it, but there's a book from the Steve Jobs, the Chris Isaac or whatever is the guy, what's his name? You might have read it, but it was very interesting for me about I've read about 60% of the book, and it was very interesting. There was where it's Jobs that said, you know, consumers don't know what they want. You have to give them, you have to tell them, this is the beige color computer. There's only 2 of them, and you buy this. This is the one you want.
Yes.
Otherwise, you have too many models, and it gets confused, and the people get confused.
Yes, very, very true, man. Very true. So the less services on your menu, the better, because now you become a specialist, and now you focus on one niche, and that's why all these different companies that you're going to be speaking to, that's fine in the beginning to find, you know, your niche, but at the end, find your niche.
Yeah.
You know, focus on one niche. If it's realtors, only go after realtors. You know, if it's solar, only go after solar. You know, and don't offer 5 different things to them. Offer just a few and let them choose from maybe 2 different services, or maybe 3 different services.
I want to ask you, is just how do you, when you mention your price to people, what how do people react? Because, you know, I feel you know, it's about value. You know, I say, for example, I paid with you. You know, I think you would charge $2,000 or $3,000, but I feel, you know,
2,000. Yeah.
2,000, and I got 10 times my money. I feel I've got 10 times my money's worth there for
you're amazing, bro.
For what you, and it's I read a few days ago, you might have heard about or might have read the book called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber.
Yes, that's an old book. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I wish I knew about that book 10, 20 years ago. It's I think it's essential reading for anybody that has a business, owns a business, or is not, or doesn't, any person that doesn't work for a salary, for a fixed income salary. How do you feel about it?
And I haven't read that book, but in fact, let me see if I have it. Give me 1 second.
You don't have to read the whole book.
I swore I had that book, and I swore I used. If anything, I know I used, because it's an old book, and I started collecting personal development books a long time ago.
Yes.
I know I had that book before, but to tell you the truth, I never read it.
You don't need to read.
I had it.
You don't need to read the whole book. You just read. You can read the first half of the book, and then you'll have a very good idea. It was an eye opener for me. You know, I think if I would love to have turned the clock back 10 years and be 10 years younger, because I'm going to die before I've learned No, before I've learned everything, because I've got such a thirst for knowledge and to learn that I'm not going to live long enough to learn everything.
We think we're young. We think we're getting older. And I had this thought last night because I'm in what's today, the second, in 8 days I'm going to be 44.
44. Okay, that's
44.
time's going. So happy birthday for you then.
Thank you, my friend. And like most would think that that's kind of old, like you're getting old, but really, man, we're not. Like we're not. When you study the successful people, which I know you do, majority of successful people, we're talking very successful, right? Financially successful, multimillionaires, multi-billionaires. 99+% of these people did not succeed until they were in their 50s.
Yeah.
So today we have technology and so many people are succeeding at a very young age because of cryptocurrency, because of the internet, because of e-commerce. Yes, you have the few that are actually in their 20s and they're already majorly succeeding because of technology today. But overall, traditionally, we're right on track. We're right on track.
I think
we're, like we're not getting older. We're not getting old. We're getting better. You're getting better, my friend. You're not getting old. You're getting better.
I think it's the difference, or the playing field is level. If a person who's 20 and a person who's 120 have access to the same information, it's just a matter of motivation to learn, and that's called the internet. But yeah, for me personally, one of the examples of people that have a long-term vision and go is an astronauts or the cosmonauts. That people, those people, they can train for 12 or 13 years and then go on a mission for that lasts 3 months. But they trained for 12 or 13 years. Yeah, and then yes. That is, in my mind, there's many ways of dedication but for me personally, that is a lot of dedication to train for 12 or 13 years for a mission. That's something for me. But yeah.
Yes, man. Yes. And that's what we're doing, man. We're in training, constantly training. We're constantly getting better. And that's I'm hard on myself every day, man. I'm very hard on myself. I feel I'm way behind, but then you got to put things in perspective, and you got to always practice gratitude and just be thankful. Like we're not in our 60s. Like you're not that old, Grove, right? Are you older than me or what? How old
no,
are you?
I'm a few years. I'm just turned 50 a few months ago.
Yeah, see, that's still young, man. And that's why, like me personally, when I look at a lot of like in my case, for example, just to give you a little background of me, I grew up listening to music, right? I grew up listening to pop music, hip hop music, just I love music, right? I love music. And today, fast forward to today, I look at a lot of the musicians, and I look at a lot of the hip hop artists that I was listening to back then, and I look at them today where some of them where they're majorly successful, like majorly successful.
Yep.
And these are guys that are now in their 50s.
Yeah.
So they've been making music, for example, in this niche. They've been doing music since they were, 15, 16 years old. Today they're 50. These are the people that I grew up listening to. And now today they're in their 50s. And they still look good. Yeah. You look at Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is in his 60s. The guy still looks good.
Yeah.
So my point is that it takes a long time, man. And it takes a long time to really build something and succeed. Most don't have the patience. Most don't have the consistency. Most don't have the drive and the passion. As long as you do, you're going to hit your goal. You just are. And I keep reminding myself, I'm going to hit my goal. Like, I don't care how long it takes me. Like, and one thing about me too, which I haven't told you about,
Yeah.
but I am actually studying for my real estate license.
Wow.
Yeah, like I didn't tell you about that. I don't think I've told anybody about that but my wife and maybe a couple of my clients. But I started that in October.
Wow.
And I'm studying to be licensed for the state of California. And so it's taken me this long. I started in October. So October, I'm going through the prep course. October, November, December, January, I kind of mentally just kind of took a break because there was so much information in California, the real estate exam, so much information. So in January, I was kind of like burned out. I'm like, shit, am I really going to get through this? But then I had to recommit, and I'm like, man, I don't care how long it takes me. Like, I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to get this license.
You would go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to say that you have to have that mindset for everything we're doing when it comes to our goals and our ambitions and what we're trying to do with our business. It doesn't matter how long it takes us. As long as you can stay focused and keep learning and actually feed your family, you got to obviously have some type of product and service where you can provide that you can sell people that will feed your family. But in the meantime, as you're getting better, you're going to keep getting better, you know, and you're going to eventually ultimately reach your goal. And so it just comes down to not quitting, man. We just can't quit.
I'm going to show you something on the camera. Where is my camera again? This, if you love music, get yourself.
Oh yeah, man, that's the best right there.
Get yourself some wireless earbuds.
And see that's the top of the line. That's one of my favorite guys, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, he was one of my mentors. Now today, what is he? 55 years old. You know, and he still looks good, but he didn't majorly succeed until now, until his 50s.
Yeah.
You know, he was successful this whole time, but majorly successful in his 50s.
Yeah. You know, I think speaking about music, I think music is a way people, let's say Paul McCartney, he stopped making music 20 years ago. But his catalog is still earning him millions of dollars every year. That is one thing. That's one. I remember about 25 years or somewhere like that ago, 20 years ago, somewhere. Michael Jackson, the singer, he bought I think he bought the Beatles back catalog or something in music. You may remember something like that. And
he bought their masters. He bought their catalog. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. So, and that was even before Spotify or any of these music services existed. So I think, you know, and the same. My thought is with making videos. One of the reasons is if people that make videos, you know, that are timeless. For example, person who teaches people how to make pots and pans, or gardening, something like that. Those videos it'll still be valid 20 years from now.
Yes.
Those videos, they will be running ads on those videos for the next 20 years, and you know, then churning, you know, the person, he's got 400 videos or 100 videos or 50 or whatever, and there's 20,000 views or 30,000 views per video per month, and it's perpetual income. So that's just one of the ideas I had. If I can make videos that are timeless, it's the same as music.
Yes, man. Yes.
The music, it just keeps earning you money until the end of time, until YouTube doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. It was just thinking out loud, sharing a thought.
Yes, man. Yes, and in the marketing world, that can apply too. That can apply with Kartra. That can apply with funnels. That's going to be around for a very, very long time. Facebook ads may change. You know, all this ad platforms, all that stuff may change. But I think we'll be here for a long, long time are websites. You know, websites sales funnels, landing pages. You know, maybe you get really good at creating landing pages and you sell landing pages to realtors. You don't run ads, you don't teach them Facebook, none of that. You just sell them the full-blown web page. You sell them the full funnel.
Yes.
Grovefunnels.com. You know, and you have the landing page, you have the thank you page, you have the email sequence, you have the list, you have the tags, you have the video slot. You have all of that, and you package it all up and you sell that to a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Just a funnel. You know, and then you create a YouTube channel around your funnels, and in the description there's links for your activation to 14-day trial, and people are getting your Kartra. That can be timeless as well. That alone, you know, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Is Facebook is changing, and so I want to try. I'm gonna be doing more tutorial videos on funnels and stuff like that, because that's not going to change for a very long time. And YouTube, you know, it could be around for a very long time as well.
Yeah, it's unlikely that YouTube is going to be around for a long time. I agree.
Yes. So it just comes down to what you're fired up about, man. You know what you're fired up about, and I'll be a message away if you need anything, man. You know, I love masterminding with you, so let's chat more often.
Yes, thank you for your time. I see we've already run 15 minutes over schedule time. It's
get that
just
book,
good.
Get that copywriting book, man. I really want to get your feedback on that copywriting book. That's the best $15 you'll ever spend on your marketing. I truly believe that. I'm reading that book right now.
I'm gonna order it, and should have it within a week or so.
Yes, sounds good, my friend. Shoot me a message and schedule a call whenever you need me. I'll be a message away.
Okay, excellent, and keep posting those very, very interesting videos. Yes, your rant videos. I enjoy watching it, and
thank you, my friend.
And as I say, wishing you a profitable day.
Oh, you too. Profitable year, profitable life.
You know,
don't worry about age, man. Don't worry about your age. We're just getting started.
I just have to say, I have to make an admission to you. I was broke. Like up to the 30th, I didn't have 0. You know, when I had 0 sales in 2021. Basically I had sales from when I had Kartra, from when we had the interview that you published on your YouTube page. Just after that, I had my sales, you know, and the everybody paid, you know, the buyers and sellers agreed and paid and everything, and I'm still I literally ran out of money, out of cash on the 12th of December 12th, 2021. I was basically broke. Fortunately, I've got a commercial property that I've got very good tenants, and so I had to, and I always have a cash emergency pot, and unfortunately I had to go into dip my hands there in my emergency fund. But actually I wasn't really broke. I had some, you know, I had some stocks in the stock market, and that I could have sold, but I didn't want to sell them. But yeah. I was basically, you know, I was living on my. So yeah, no, I just mentioned, you said earlier in your, you know, in the last video, we were all there, we were all broke at some time. I was broke, and it's not a nice feeling. It's
worse.
It's you know, when I say to people, you know, that you've probably heard people that say the things something like, yeah, money is not important. I say it's bullshit. It's absolutely
bullshit, man.
It's bullshit. Money gives you options. I feel very happy when I've got money. I feel if you you know, I describe it to a friend, to one of my friends, you know, yeah, he says this thing, yeah, but the money doesn't make you happy. I said, you know, the difference is if I go and live if I've got money and I've got a beach house, of a mansion next to the beach and private beach and what have you, and I've got and there's somewhere in the bush. You live like a person from the second century, and no electricity, no running water, but you've got your beach house and you've got a big fat bank account. The difference is you can choose to live in that house without electricity and without a toilet, and then you can choose next week I'm going to my beach house. You live normally, but a person without money can only live in that hole and not leave.
Right.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it. So money gives you choices.
Yes, man. And we need choices in life.
I don't know about you. I love money.
Yeah. Let's go get it.
Okay, let's go get it. Okay. Thanks. Thank you very much for your time, and wishing you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Cheers.
Night.
Thank you. You too.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.